Green, keep it up the cash. Gary B, the casual comic guy here, and I'm joined with a plethora of co-hosts this evening. Our regular, we have Digger Jim right down below. How you doing tonight, Jim?
I'm doing good. I got 11 days off. I'm not going to be back at work for 11 days. Love it.
And I brought in a couple stray dogs this evening. We have Steve the Voice White.
How's it going? I gotta see DVH's books tonight, man. I just had to be on. Hell yeah.
And Chuck Hensey, both teachers who are celebrating not seeing students for a little over a week.
I don't have to grade. I don't have to think about it. What more can I ask? Sit back and enjoy some good books.
Teach what? Teach what?
And of course, our man of the hour making his second appearance on the 10-1, Mr. Dr. Von Hoot. How you doing this evening, sir?
I'm very well, mate. I'm very happy to be back. It's always a pleasure to be on Gary's streams. He's awesome.
It's great to have you back. And I wanted to ask you, was it easier picking out books the second time around or more stressful?
This was sort of easier because I just went with a theme, and it's going to be fairly obvious pretty quickly. So there we go.
Well, before we say hi to the audience, give the quick for anyone that's catching you new again on the second time around. Who are you? What's your channel about? And what can people expect from you?
I am a Maul, half man, half owl, and I reside in the Spiral Dimension. And my channel is Dr. Von Hoot's Comics from the Spiral Dimension, and I essentially unbox comics with my companion and daughter, the Magic Badger, and sometimes with my wife when Badger doesn't want to do it. So yeah, swings and roundabouts.
Your wife is a great sport too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's awesome.
And I'm always, just so you know, when you tell those jokes, I'm always on Badger's side.
I'm glad. Yeah, she's just like
right. Oh, let's say hi to the audience. So we got Kevin celebrating because he beat in Las Cruces. He's like, woo, yeehaw. And then we got Las Cruces, James right behind him.
Good try.
Oh my God. That's
Anaconda Comics, number 3. Yep.
Yo.
It's good if they're competing to be first on your channel. I'll take that as a compliment.
Oh, heck yeah.
Mr. T and Nerdy. How you doing, Travis? He's coming up co-hosting on a couple of these later on. Let's see. One of my favorite people ever, Mr. Jerry the Jitterbug. Jerry. And her OGness herself, Miss Tina Carrington. How you doing tonight, Tina?
All right.
Tina is almost always, without fail, the first comment on any short I put out.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Some Yahoo from Canada is commenting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cliff on
Yahoo!
Cliff.
Good day, eh?
I love Cliff. He's awesome.
Stop being a hoser. We got Paul from Psychedelic Comics. Good evening, sir. We have Mr. Milt Miller
off the air.
Flowers Comics. Nice to see you, Milt. Mr. Kenneth Bird, how are you? We have Brian LCS in here saying hoot. Good evening, Brian. We have Mark from Legion of Comics. And if you guys haven't checked out Mark's short today, where he's talking about his box he got, go check it out. It's great. From Bronze Age Nerd. Amazing stuff. So, and just what he sent him. Definitely worth checking it out, guys. Frog Brawler coming up on here soon. Nice to see you, Frog Brawler. And Mr. Taylor Winder, who was just on a few nights ago co-hosting. Nice to see you, Taylor. And I think, are we unspeakably caught up for them? Oh, no, Desired Comics. Good evening. Nice to see you. And we are officially caught up for the moment. So what we will do is we're going to kick it back over to you, DVH, and then we'll give a quick nod to those who keep joining us.
Awesome. Okie dokie. So first up, this is a new arrival. I'm very excited to have this because I won it. And nothing's better than a free comic, is
right?
It?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
man. Look at that.
You
Gee.
gotta love that.
Yeah. So I won this from DJ Links in the
That's right.
Links box.
You did. I was watching. I was like, oh,
I was like, I woke up because I didn't make the show that night. I was asleep for some stupid reason, and I just got loads of messages, and then my mind went boop, when I replayed the video and saw I was getting this bad boy. I was like, whoa.
Instantly
yes,
awake.
so still very happy about that. There will be an unboxing.
Great.
I've done the video, it just isn't up yet, but I wanted to show it off because it sort of fits the theme.
And it's a great cover. I love that
It's
era.
amazing, isn't it? Like,
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of my
So
favorites.
fantastic.
Yeah, I haven't seen any claims yet. No
The
claims.
circle logo to me, that era of Marvel covers, they are just so awesome
yeah.
in the design.
I mean, look
Yeah,
at all the
they're well
detail
laid
in
out.
the back of it. I mean, just the it
Mm.
pops out at you and everything. I got one for Christmas from a friend. He
Excellent.
was part of a Christmas gift, so I love that. That's a great book. Great start.
It's awesome. I as first appearances go, you can't really get much better than this cover. I mean, it's a banging introduction to a
And
character.
it's such a nice 70s costume and cover.
Yeah.
You gotta love it.
Yeah.
And when I was young, one of the titles I was really keen on was Power Man and Iron Fist. I absolutely love that.
Yeah,
book.
yeah. I got a bunch of them, all ratty versions of them.
Like whenever I got my hands on one, it was an instant sit down and read.
Yep.
All right, good start, DVH. Next up, sir.
Well, I mean, you'll understand the theme, I guess. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring because they were all dead.
Silent Night. I don't think I've seen that one.
That's
Yeah.
from American Publishing, right?
Yeah.
It's American Mythologies.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. Good old Satan
So-
Claus.
this came out
Wow.
last Christmas, I think.
Yeah,
And,
I
I
think they
got the
still
run.
have that going this year, DVH.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
They
they've just started a new run of it. Yeah,
And that Night of the Living Dead they're doing.
Ooh.
yeah. I haven't checked that one out. I started to read this just to see what it was like. It's a good cover.
And that's it. That's where it ends.
That's
Hey, sometimes that's the way it is.
Yeah,
That sounds like a lot of us reviewing old gold key books. Beautiful painted cover.
real bad story.
Just stop
you're not
there.
alone, DVH.
Right.
I've tried American mythology books, and the
I mean,
writing is in interior art is sometimes pretty rough.
Yeah, it's very cartoony and not in a particularly polished way. You see what I mean?
It's like, yeah, and it doesn't fit the theme. You have this horror theme, and then you're looking at it like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, well, this doesn't fit the story.
Like, I know I'm a massive slasher movie fan, and I think there is an art to building suspense,
Right.
and you can do that in a comic. If you read the latest, The Deviant, which is James Tynan's
Yes.
most recent book,
That's a good
that
one.
has some really great, very suspenseful slasher setups in it.
Yeah.
This book has none of that. It's just literally he's there, donk, that's it. Anyway,
Oh yeah,
nice.
there we go.
Oh,
Whoa.
This is Santa Claus. This is Santa Claus.
right. About to put a whooping on the Hulk with that Christmas
it's
magic.
It's an amazing
And the tire iron
amazing
there.
Crowbar. Yeah.
That's not any
interestingly-
crowbar. It's a Christmas
Crowbar.
crowbar.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah,
Christmas-
yeah.
Yeah, it's got a bow on
It should
it.
have
Right?
been a Christmas cane, shouldn't it? The,
Right?
cane
Yeah.
stand.
Candy cane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a really cool cover.
That
I
is
love it.
cool.
I've
Great
never
bow.
seen that one, DVH.
I read it earlier actually, and it's spoilers. It's not Santa.
What?
It's
Get out
it's
of
the-
here.
Yeah, no, I can tell you, or I can
Not
keep it
the real
secret.
one.
It depends whether you really want it. It's actually the Rhino dressed up like Santa,
Oh.
and yeah, he has a ruck with Grey Hulk, and it's basically just a long fight, like with a no real discerning plot. But it's
No.
it's nice every now and again to get like a one and done sort
Yeah,
of.
just a fisticuff.
Right.
Yeah.
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 It's got some bizarrely adult jokes in it as well about how Rhino's not managed to get it on with a woman because of he can't get out of his suit and stuff. And you're just like, this is a Christmas comic. And
Oh,
Yeah, but it's Peter David. So I mean, you expect at least 3 or 4 off-color things. Just
And are you saying people are not allowed to get it on during Christmas, DVH?
no, I'm saying that maybe if they were going to get it on, it wouldn't be in a copy of a child's comic book in the 90s.
right.
But yeah, it's banging. I love that cover. Right, so I thought I'd do something a little bit different because Mrs. Von Hoot has decided to give me some Christmas presents. And
Oh.
she said to me, well, you're going on to do this Christmas cover thing, so why not have a few Christmas presents? So I don't know what this is. So we're
Nice.
doing it a bit different for the 1011. We're doing an unboxing, which is
Oh, this is
the first.
Ooh.
So I have no idea.
There's a new
Nice.
twist.
Very nice,
Gary.
very nice wrapping paper there. I have to
let's-
say. Give us some credit.
We'll see if he tears up and makes his makeup run.
I'd be surprised.
I tell you, that is.
There's
I cannot
Taylor.
rap.
I
I
hope
hope
it's
it's
bored.
Okay, well, we won't be showing this.
DJ, I don't need sexy.
Well,
time.
yeah, if I suddenly disappear, it'll be why. But there we go. I've never seen this
And
before.
the
This
camera
is
goes off. Nice.
Ah, cool.
Oh, very nice.
done well there. That's fun.
Sensational Spider-Man.
Hydra Man.
Rains in the
okay,
Spring
so yeah.
season. Yeah, so I have a little bit of a thing for Christmas covers, and she knows that. So every year she buys me like a handful.
Nice.
Excellent.
So
Hey,
this is
there
fun.
you go.
How does she keep track of what you got in the collection then? Does she know all the covers?
The Christmas selection I have isn't huge. And if she's buying sort of older books, she's pretty safe. Like I'll buy any new ones coming out, so as long as she doesn't really, she sticks to that, it should be fine. So we've got a couple of them to do, but we've also got some.
Well, I like on that one too how they did the floating heads, but in Christmas balls.
Christmas balls.
Oh yes, yeah.
That was very cool.
baubles.
Yeah, that is neat.
It's a
Spider-Man
nice
looks
one.
weird though.
Yeah, it does a bit.
Yeah, the muscles on him. He
Yeah,
looks like a balloon version of
It's
himself.
very cartoony.
Yeah, he looks very too skinny too. Yeah,
Yeah.
That was a real cartoony period of Spider-Man art, especially
Yeah.
in that.
anorexic
series.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
This is
about-
like it's a Doom cover, it's a Christmas cover. You can't go wrong.
Right.
No way.
And it's on Yancey Street.
Yeah,
Nice
Miracle
shape,
on
too.
Yancey Street.
You got the
I've
little Hulk in
started
the
reading
top.
this and it was good, but I didn't finish it, so I need to get back into it. But it's very cool. Any excuse to rock a Doom cover because, well,
Yeah.
for some reason, it doesn't really matter if the book's good when it comes to Doom. You love those sort of ominous, peering over building type covers.
I am Doom.
Well,
Doom,
the,
Doom,
the peering
Doom.
over building type covers, they're always kind of Twilight Zoney to me.
Mhm.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
see that.
Like they got the
Yeah.
humans in the cage, and
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's loads of fun.
oh, there we go. Hack, how you doing tonight, sir? So I was just sorry, I was looking here. I had a few people I had missed: Comic Cap Collectibles and CJ and Hack. Good evening, all. All right.
Okay, this
Keeping
one
track of which books?
is so infamous that it's not on the app to read, so I
Oh
can't.
yeah.
I haven't got
Yeah,
around
there
to
we
it.
go.
They don't put that on the app.
No, it's not on the Marvel app.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Presumably because it's Santa holding a gun on the front cover. I don't
Right.
know.
I have that issue here too. It's one of my favorite Christmas covers. It's just great. It's so
It's
funny.
amazing, isn't it?
It's another Peter David story, by the way.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It's at night, but he's got his sunglasses on. He's smoking a cigarette, and he's got and they
Blues
call it
Brothers.
a Twin Towers
Bad
reference. too.
Santa.
Hmm.
Blues Brothers, man.
I've
Yeah.
not read this yet, but I am definitely going to. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. Now that I know you can't get it on the app, I'm gonna have to do it with the physical thing, which is unusual. But how cool is that?
Oh,
Like,
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely a classic.
and now we're
Oh,
with another present.
Holy
Ooh,
crap.
All right then.
See,
unknown.
Who knows what it is?
Oh, this is fun though. Now does Mrs. Von Hoot do all the Christmas wrapping there? Or?
If I buy it, I wrap it. Like, if you see what I mean? Like, I don't wrap it well. I'm terrible at it. It's
Well,
all-
I'm bad at it too, brother.
Go around a couple of times, a little bit of tape, you're good.
yeah,
So
I
you're saying,
just feel like-
you're saying the Badger has no problem identifying who the gift is from
Oh,
just by the wrapping?
yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Don't need to put a tag on it. Yeah, that's from Dad. Okay, we got that one.
Oh, cool. We got lucky on this one because I came very, very close to buying this myself because this is
Oh.
very new. As you've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
yeah.
last week's, isn't it?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's one of
It's
the variant covers.
scratch and sniff.
That
Smells
what
like
it is?
peppermint. Yeah, it smells like peppermint. If you it should smell like stale donuts and cigarettes if you ask me, looking at the
And Santa
the
sweat.
visage. But
Yeah. It doesn't look good at all.
No.
but
I
it is
saw
a,
that one. I ended up buying the one with Zatanna sitting on his lap.
Yeah.
And Zatanna sweating it out.
that's the one that I bought. So I've got that somewhere in the other room. But
Yeah,
But that's a great
Crackle
one.
Taylor.
Too.
Smell
I'm
his
chuffed
teeth.
with that. That's a great addition to the collection.
Now, where do you
But
scratch? On his beard?
Yeah, it's on the beard. You scratch the beard and it smells like peppermint. Apparently,
Allegedly.
I think that's Silent Night, CJ.
yeah, it is. It's
Just the
Batman,
Batman.
Santa Claus, Silent Night.
Yeah,
Batman.
Batman, Santa Claus, Silent Night, issue 1, the scratch and sniff variant, or whatever it's called, rub and sniff. I think they called it.
Mm.
Rub and smell.
That sounds like a
Gary
trip
loves
to
all
HR.
that scratch and sniff stuff.
I'm very fond of this one, but it's ridiculous.
Oh, Bill and Ted.
nice.
Yeah.
Dead's.
Hey, it's Bill and Ted are always welcome.
Oh yes, I love Bill and Ted, and the fact it's got Rufus dressed as Santa Claus there. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
amazing. What a
Little
great
George
cover.
Carlin, man.
Yeah.
One of
Yeah,
the
he
best
was
ever,
missed.
George Carlin.
Oh, yeah.
I actually liked the second movie more than the first.
I love them both, honestly.
I love Death. He was
Yeah.
how Death was so insecure in that movie.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
every time they're don't overlook my part in this. He just wanted there.
Yeah.
And they play board games for their life.
Yeah.
including the game of life. You
You
know,
sink my battleship.
You sunk my battleship.
Yes. William Sadler was
Love
so good as Death.
He's brilliant in it. Really, really good. And we've got one final present.
Oh,
to
wow.
open.
All right.
3.
Oh, she's hooking up DVH.
Well, she said you could use your normal ones, but I've got these for you. Why not do it live? It'll be fun.
It
And
is
she's
fun.
right. It
That's
is
cool.
fun.
that's
It
right.
is.
Surprise for you,
First,
surprise
that's
for
for
us.
sure.
The world's finding out when you find out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Then she can watch this over to see your expressions.
That's right.
Oh, Punisher, War Journal.
Nice.
Nice.
Ooh, Santa's got a blade.
That's right. He's
Yeah.
gonna cut you.
That's pretty sinister. I like it. I'm
Look at
for that
Punisher
one.
wrapping a blanket around his arm real quick, so to fight off the knife.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's a Christmas tree skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like too.
Yeah, you got to grab whatever's near you.
Free.
Wrap it around the arm. Come on.
I'm definitely gonna have to read this one.
I've never seen that one either, DVH.
I've never
that's a
seen
fun
it.
one.
I've
Yeah.
never seen it either. This is the first one for all of us, I think.
Like
Yeah.
70. What issue number is that?
39.
39. Okay.
Mama Hoot is pulling out some cool ones.
I probably
It's in
stopped
pretty good
collecting that
shape as well. But there's like
somewhere around
one,
10, 15.
about 2 spine ticks on that, so that's pretty nice.
That's good.
Yeah,
Oh, for a dark cover, yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
pretty chuffed with that. That's awesome.
Damn, Mrs. DVH did good.
She did very well. I'm
Like a
very
good
pleased.
Christmas stabbing.
That's very cool. She knows my sensibilities quite well, I feel. Like,
Oh,
Nice.
2 in 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Marvel 2-in-1,
2-in-1s are always fantastic,
Yeah.
the special Xmas issue.
right?
Nutcracker
Gotta
going
fight
to town on everybody.
those nutcrackers.
Yeah, I mean, it's Christmas. We've got to show some love to the Christmas cult.
Oh, yeah.
It's the way to do it. I love it. Haven't read this yet, to be honest. One day.
Right?
Right.
And you know that, yeah, and I like that.
Wait, are
usually
we
you get a
there? We've
Christmas
gone
issue,
through it already.
No.
No.
because usually if you get a Christmas issue too, it's like a fun one-off story.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
You-
Puppet Master.
Were you counting them, Gary?
Well, I counted I wasn't sure if the presents were to be counted in, so I got the present as 4, 5, and 6 were the presents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
where
All right. He's
Yeah.
got it. He's sorting it out here. We're sorting it out.
We've got more Silent Night, Deadly Night there,
Oh, right on. A variant.
which is a little
Oh, it's
bit
number
more
2.
dark.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a killer one.
Yeah, nice cover.
Yeah, it's cool. They do have some genuinely really decent slasher
Yeah,
covers.
homaging a lot of that
Don't
EC
know.
horror stuff,
Yeah. Now, so we'll count these presents because I can't find the other ones. I put them away because I'm an idiot. So
1 a.m. and bad judgments.
yes, yeah, but they count. They're books, right? So
Right.
Absolutely, it counts. It's still Christmas covers.
they're Christmas covers, and I seriously have no idea what I did with them. So I have this one. It's nice and sinister. Yeah.
It is.
So my slightly extended story is this one.
Oh no!
Wow.
All right, now you gotta hold that up for a minute because I have absolutely never seen that.
Jesus.
Right?
Wow.
Me either.
He-Man,
I'll try and get that.
a Christmas He-Man.
Is that a UK variant or a UK book?
Is that
Yeah,
a
so
UK?
that's sort of my story, really.
Okay.
Like if I put this up to a regular size comic,
yeah, it's way
like-
bigger. It's like a treasury or something.
yeah.
Not
So
quite. It's like the magazine size.
in the UK, when I grew up, this was the standard size of comic for us.
Right.
Some of them would be reprints of the US stuff, and some of them would be UK original material. Like if you read Transformers, they'd be in this format,
All right.
and a lot of Transformers was UK original material. Now I'm not sure about this particular issue, but I just love that cover. I mean, it's
It might be
amazing.
because I don't think I've ever seen that here, DDH.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
So essentially it was hard to get this, like the American style comics in the UK when I was a kid. Like you couldn't just walk into any old shop and get them. You have to go to a specialty shop to get them. But
Right.
whereas these would be in every single shop, and I used to live like 3 or 4 doors down from a little corner shop that had loads of these. So like the last time I was on, I showed my first American comic, which was the Wolverine that I showed. And I had access to this, but I was dyslexic as a kid. I mean, I'm still dyslexic, but I was like quite dyslexic. I couldn't read for toffee. And the only thing that got me to read are these kind of books. It wasn't actually this book, but like the Master of the Universe run and Transformers was very sort of motivational. in
Right,
getting
because
me to
you were
read
so
at
invested
all.
in them.
Yeah. And basically I was so bad at reading that I would just more or less look at the pictures and sort of work out what was happening and then
Right.
get my mum to read them to me. But like I eventually got there, let's put it that way. And then I started reading properly. But I love this cover.
So we don't understand now that Santa Claus isn't just an Earth being; he also resides on Eternia.
Well, maybe. Like, I won't lie to you. I haven't read it, so I
That
don't
magic
know.
jolly bastard.
It could well be.
So long as Shira doesn't start singing the Life Day song, we're all fine. That's the only thing that would scare me.
Yeah.
Frog Brawler's asking you what's the size of box that those books fit in. You have to put them in a magazine box.
Yeah,
DDH?
they are a
do.
magazine box sized. Yeah, they're a pain, honestly. Like if
Yeah,
you've only
I
got
don't
a few
mind
of them,
that
you can just slide them down the side, and it's not.
Yeah,
so
they're
bad, but-
they're easier to read as you get older and your eyes are getting a little
That's
screwed
true.
up.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
the Treasury editions, it's like reading a newspaper again.
Now is that bigger than Golden Age? Like it's its own particular size?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's slightly bigger than Golden Age, even. Yeah.
So DVH, did you watch that series growing up when
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
okay?
Loved it. Yeah. Master of the Universe was on when I was very young on TV, and then we had videos knocking about. So like I was one of those kids that watched the cartoons at the time, but also the cartoons went from when I was very young, but was probably a little bit too young to really get at the time. So He-Man's was what 81-ish,
Yeah, about
Right
81,
about that.
82. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was born in 83. So they were on the tail end of showing it when I was born, really. And I can vaguely remember it from being very young. And then we got the videotapes, and we still had the toys everywhere back then. So I had a massive Master of the Universe toy collection, usually secondhand, mind you. Like,
Oh yeah,
but,
those are like the pricey figures back then.
Mhm.
When
well, the Transformers were the really pricey
oh
ones.
yes,
'Cause,
well,
Oh, yeah.
no matter what era the Transformers are.
yeah, they were birthdays only, sort of like if you wanted a
Yeah.
new one, that was the only way.
Well,
it's
some of
gonna
them
happen.
actually had metal pieces in them too, right?
Oh,
So it
yeah,
wasn't just
yeah.
plastic pieces; they were actually
Transformers,
metal.
particularly, was very
They were well
very
built
die-cast.
toys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
So, sorry.
that's
ahead,
okay.
Gary.
Oh, just real quick, just in case your missus is watching and she knows you're Masters of the Universe fan, you can get this compendium, which
Oh.
has all the mini comics printed in it.
And you can
I
kill small rodents with it as
I
well.
have the digital version of that on I bought it on Comixology years ago, and I started reading it. They're the ones that come with the action
figure.
figures, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the stories were more serious than the cartoons.
I've always wondered whether, like, what CGC would do with those comics. I mean, they'd grade them, right? Just like anything else, but they're so small.
Yeah.
Like,
Because when you send a mini comic in, all they do is center it.
right. Okay.
And then put it in the normal slab. Yeah.
Normal
Right.
well. Right. Okay.
Did they still have over in UK? Did you have the ability to get the special He-Man action figure from the Wonder Bread, the mail-in thing?
I don't think so. Often we would get mail-in stuff, but it would be UK centric ones,
Right.
so it wouldn't cross over. Like, on Transformers, they'd have you'd cut out the
On the back of it. Yeah,
on the back of the box and send it away. You could do that, but it would only be specific ones for the UK, like Perceptor was never released in the UK, and I think that was just a mail away in the US as well. So they're very rare over here, unless you imported them. That happened quite a bit.
I was
just a
never a
microscope,
He-Man
man.
person. Like, I like the comics and I like the movie. And it's funny you brought up He-Man because before I did this show tonight, I just finished watching the Masters of the Universe movie again because I hadn't seen it in years.
I love that movie. It's amazing. Like,
Dolph looks great as He-Man.
he does. He's perfectly cast.
Right. And the Swedish accent works because what would his accent be? You can't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, nobody knows.
Nobody does that. He's
But
an alien. man.
that's just fun. And Meg Foster, no matter what you put her in back then, she was beautiful.
Yeah, she was amazing.
Yeah.
Her eyes are stunning.
Right?
But, yeah.
But it's funny because I was never into the toys or the show because I was always like, even then I was like diehard Conan, and that was like a little too
Okay.
funny for me.
Getting close to the vest there with the Conan. He was like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
Right?
Really?
Well, then it just made me. I just wanted a Conan cartoon that was like that production quality.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But so I was going to ask you. So over there, because over here you can buy directly from the website that makes the toys, and the websites have special figures that you can only get from the website.
Yeah.
Do you guys have that over there with those as well?
Usually, yes. Like at this point, it's pretty. There are some store exclusives still. Like I think there are Walmart specific ones which we don't get that kind of thing. But there is Hasbro Pulse is a thing in the US. We've got one for the UK as well now. So so it's that kind of web store sort of exclusive type deal. So if you want them, they're there. And the market's so adult orientated now, you can get whatever you want as long as you're willing to pay for it. So
Right.
It's completely different. It's how it was as a kid. Yeah. It's mad.
Yeah, Southern Comic Geek had a good point there about the Transformers. There was different price points for the different sizes of them.
Yeah.
You got the small little guys; they weren't so expensive.
Yeah, it
Or
wasn't
you're
so bad.
Poor
See,
like
it
me,
is-
you get GoBots.
Seeing you are our Christmas episode, basically. You got to tell us what was your favorite Christmas present you got as a kid growing up.
Oh, it's hard. There are two that stand out.
Well, let's hear 'em.
I had Optimus Prime when I was really little, and my next door neighbor was the kind of kid who would break all my toys. Like he was still like my best mate, but you'd give him a toy and he'd just snap the leg off. Like I don't know what was wrong with him, honestly. Drove my mum particularly insane. Like, because he just destroyed everything that I loved, really. And I can distinctly remember opening up a box after Optimus Prime had died and it was completely discontinued. And they'd somehow managed to find me like one last Optimus Prime, like mint in box, and it blew my mind because Optimus Prime had died and they discontinued it everywhere. It was mental to manage to find that. That's the first one and probably my favorite. But I also got Scorponok, which I don't know whether you're familiar. Scorponok is quite a large transformer. He's one of the Titan-sized ones. And waking up to that because Santa had put it at the foot of my bed in its box and being like, "What is that? This is the biggest transformer I've ever seen." Yeah, that was amazing. Like
one of those ones that takes you like a half an hour to transform the stupid thing.
To be fair, this one's so big that you can do it quite quickly because they couldn't be bothered to make all the little intricacies. You just snap the legs round and put the arms out, and then you got it.
I got my son that the Megatron, the one where he was the dragon. And that one, I swear, it took me 30 minutes to transform the stupid thing for my son. And then he'd go, "Oh, I want it back as a dragon again." I'd be like,
"Yeah, that one is tricky." Yeah.
As a joke in one of the cartoons where it takes one of them so long to transform, the battle's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on. Wait. Hang on. I'm still going.
Oh. All right, so do you have a spec pick for us, DVH?
I do. I mean,
I want to make sure you didn't misplace that too. You know.
No, I've got that here. The other ones, I just put them away because I'm an idiot. And
look at Bobby Day. Send me his address, doctor. No one breaks my friend's toys.
Bobby's going to get him.
It's all right. It's been a while. I've let it go. Although I still remember him breaking Starscream's leg whilst we were in the car. Oh, it drives me insane. You're digging up old wounds now. Like, okay.
Hello.
It's a bit risky, but it's not. It's hard to get because it's a metal cover,
right?
Yeah.
And it is Vampirella versus the Superpowers, issue 1.
Where the
and you might think this is a bad choice because there are a million. Yeah, that is cool. Covers for it, but this is the first appearance of a character called Dynamite, and considering it's made by Dynamite, I figured they might have a plan for a character called Dynamite.
It's not just a clever name.
Yeah, so I figured this was probably a pretty safe spec pick. This is the metal version, so it's you know, it cost a bit.
He has 2 superpowers.
He has 2 superpowers.
He has 2
Personality definitely would like that. Yeah, Milt, where are you at? This is right up your alley. There you go.
Yeah, Milt, it's neat.
I think it's an
amazing cover too.
There's Milt right there. Loves
you
that.
Need to get that
vampy cover.
There
you go.
Yeah, it's a Sousa Micah cover.
Yeah, I loved his Valentine's special that he did with Red Sonja. Was amazing.
Yeah, very awesome artist.
I'm surprised they didn't get a 9.9 or a 10 being a metal cover. Those things
it would have been nice. But
Again,
the way I ordered it, they didn't get it pressed or anything, so that'll be why I would think it went straight from the ordering to them without a press.
Well, it's metal. Yeah, you don't press those.
Yeah,
ones.
you don't. I
because
mean,
it's glued to a paper cover.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a piece of steel.
Right?
Yeah,
is that your
I have
first
one.
metal cover?
I mean, I've got my own one.
Okay.
How do you
like them? Like, how do they feel? I've never had a metal cover. So are they? Is it like a heavy book?
It's heavy. It's heavier.
It's
heavier. Yeah, for sure. But it's not significant. Like you definitely wouldn't read it. Let's put it that way. I don't think you would.
Display only.
Yeah, it's for display. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a Vampirella book. They're sort of for display and only anyway.
Right.
I mean,
especially a virgin variant.
Experience.
It's probably actually aluminum, but yeah, they felt like steel. I got a Shannon Mayer variant of a book, and it's metal cover, and it's heavy.
Yeah,
I just took it out to look at it once, but I didn't open it up or anything. But it's definitely a piece of metal glued to the actual cover.
yeah. I've got one or two of raw copies of my exclusive that I did last year, and so I have actually held one. And you're right; they are quite weighty.
Don't know if I like the metal or leather covers best.
So DVH is that a thicker slab for it, or is that the same?
No,
thick
it's
weighted slab?
exactly the same. Like if you,
Yeah, it's paper thin, like it fits in a normal
Yeah.
bag.
Okay.
yes, exact same slab. Yeah,
No, that's I hadn't seen that Sozamica before. It's a cool cover.
it's great. Yeah,
And he's one of he's one of those artists. When he kills it, he kills it.
Mm.
Like DNA, like Lobos. But then sometimes they'll make their faces a little too young, and then I won't like it.
Yeah, that can be a bit creepy. Yeah. Who's Will Jack does that quite often. Makes them a little
Sometimes
bit
Art Germ
too-
does too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
it's
all of a
bit
sudden there'll be
creepy.
this fantastic Wonder Woman cover, and then she's got a teenager face. Like, no, she's Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I think part of the problem with Art Germ is he's only got 3 faces he does really well.
Right.
And unfortunately, one of them is the younger, teenish girl, as he does so well with his like Spider Girl cover, Spider Gwen covers and stuff.
Mm.
But unfortunately, he sometimes transposes those onto actual women, and it looks
Yeah, I mean, it sort of makes sense when it's someone like Spider Gwen because she's a late teen. Like it does make sense, but
DVH, you got Mill expressing a grievance with your selection tonight.
Yeah, he wants to see
They're
some Howard.
great books, DVH, but no Howard the books though. No
Was
Howard
there
the Book.
Milt? Was there a Howard the Duck with Santa? We were doing a Santa theme. So,
that's true.
yeah.
They were all Christmas themed, and
There's nothing wrong with the Christmas theme ones. They're fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if
Now-
I worked for CGC, man, I'd have metal cases. That's right. I'd weld them suckers up. There'd be no more of that crap with
Yeah, no more
breaking
of this
case
moving
stuff
it.
out.
Yeah,
so did anybody make the connection between this and the other one?
because he
Yeah,
says
Sweet
"Sweet
Christmas."
Christmas."
Sweet Christmas. It just hadn't come up.
Sweet Christmas.
Yeah,
Like,
we're all comic nerds. We already
Yeah.
knew.
I was just
I
making
know.
sure, like,
Duh.
but
No.
nobody said it, did they? So I was like,
Nope.
Well,
Sweet
you're the
Christmas,
guest. I was
that's a
waiting for
beautiful
you to
book.
say it to the audience, DVH.
okay.
we wanted to hear it with your illustrious accent doing
Yeah.
Sweet Christmas versus ours.
Sweet Christmas.
I
There
have
you
no
go.
idea.
Right
I
there.
don't collect him. I just went along with everybody else. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Oh, that's his kid. I loved it when he said it on the Netflix show too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was. He really made that work as well.
Yeah.
'cause
He did.
And it didn't.
not
That
work.
that was probably one of the few that didn't suck as far as the series goes.
I,
No, I,
I
loved
really
it when he
enjoyed
went
that
to
one.
the clothing line and there was like a yellow shirt and he was like,
Yeah, when he
"Nah, I
did
can't do it. I can't do it." Yeah, I was like, "Oh man, do it! Put that shirt on."
Yeah, he should have.
I wanted to see a different show break out. Like I wanted to see the Nightwing investigations, the Daughters of the Dragon, Colleen Wing and Misty Knight. I wanted to see a show go off with them, have their own show.
Yeah, like a Splinter show. Yeah,
Yeah,
that would have
that
been.
Yeah,
would-
right. Where they had their investigations going on, and they could have brought Night Nurse over there, gave her own show.
Yep, that would have.
I mean, I just think we need more Rosario Dawson and everything. That's just
Yep.
that's just a life fact.
Gary's like, "These people don't know what they're doing. Let me take over."
Exactly. There you go.
I
He's
got
got
this.
it
I
all
got
figured out. Come on.
Yeah,
less
Fist
Iron
was
Fist.
not
I'm,
good.
I'm with Frog Brawler. Iron
Yeah.
Fist was terrible, but
They
otherwise,
picked the wrong guy for one, and there wasn't.
Yeah,
To me, they could have done the effects different and better.
yeah, for sure.
Well, I always waited for him to be in costume, and it never happened.
Yeah, that's that too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what the hell, man? I mean, they really dropped the ball with him.
At
Daredevil was
least
amazing.
Daredevil, you got
Iron
the
Fist-
evolutions of the costume.
Daredevil was amazing. Iron Fist was horrible. Luke Cage was great. Jessica Jones was good the first two. The third one kind of went a little.
I like the third one. I liked all the Jessica Jones.
Yeah, I
That's
thought
the
third
Jessica
one was
Jones
like,
pretty
eh.
solid.
Okay.
but
Punisher
yeah,
was pretty good. I like Punisher.
John
all the way
Bernthal.
through.
Punisher
Oh,
was
yeah.
great. Yeah,
John Bernthal, perfect.
And really, the Defenders wasn't bad once you ignored, the,
Yeah.
the
Iron
curly
Fist
haired
role.
guy.
yeah.
Well, that and
Yeah.
I like Colleen Wing's story in it. in the Iron Fist one.
Yeah.
But
I don't know who they had cast for. Who was it that was cast for Misty Knight? But she was really good. I mean, like she looked the part really well.
Yeah,
Oh, she did. When she got her arm.
When she got the robot arm.
Yeah,
Oh man,
bionic arm, man.
That
Well,
was
that was cool,
there you go.
Well, like once they introduced her, you just spent your whole time waiting for her to lose that arm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you want to see
really,
the bionic
it's
arm,
really
man.
bad
Come
for the
on.
character. You're just like wishing for her arm to get chopped off.
Are they
With their
all on
soldier
Disney
arm.
Plus now?
Yes,
Hulu, I believe they
they're
moved.
they're
It
all
wasn't.
Disney Plus.
I believe they moved.
Oh,
it to
they're on
Hulu.
Hulu.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
Because that's where their more
If-
mature
if-
content is.
If they're on Hulu, then they're on Disney Plus here because we have all their mature content on Disney Plus. We don't have it on a separate streamer.
Gotcha.
So
way to be
Perfect.
elitist.
yes,
I think
We
that's,
put it all in one place.
that's okay.
Oh yeah, fancy.
Right? No, those are great books though, DVH. Thank you so much for showing them. And even though you forgot half of them, we still managed to make.
Oh, I didn't forget them. I put them away because the wife was like, "Use these instead." So I was like, "I'll do
Yeah,
that."
sure.
But
Do you
that's
remember
fun.
what
That
the
was our
books were?
first. That was our first Christmas episode.
Oh, I
think
thought I
it's
had to bring the Christmas joy. I
I
mean,
know
yeah.
we might have to do this every year with you now, and
oh, that'd be fun.
Oh,
Make it
no.
an annual thing.
like the annual Dr. Von Hoot's Christmas special on the 10
I would love to come back and do another one at Christmas. That would be
that's it.
amazing.
You locked in. You're our Christmas special every year.
That would be
Perfect.
amazing. Cheers.
Maybe you can even get the Magic Badger involved.
Yes,
Not at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
that would.
It had to be on a Saturday. Or
You
You
something,
just shake her awake and say, "Where's your Christmas spirit?"
Get up.
See how well that goes. Pow! Right here.
It'll be
Have to
short
do
lived.
a special, one at 2 o'clock on a Saturday or 3 o'clock on a Saturday, something that's easier for him.
I'm fine at night. Like that's not a problem. The kid, not so much.
Right. No, this would be a great Christmas special every year, though. Just to have you on every year.
That'd be
Yeah.
hilarious.
And there'll be more Christmas covers because you can't not do Christmas covers at Christmas time. It's just the
Right.
way. it should be.
And there's a lot of them out there.
There
Yeah,
is.
there is. There's a lot more than people think.
Yeah, tons.
there are
Especially
tons.
now, they're churning them out
Oh yeah.
to the point where I can't buy them all. Like,
But DC's killing it with their Christmas covers. They really are.
Yeah.
yeah.
And what I like is they're not afraid to make the tongue-in-cheek ones, like the Zatanna sitting on
Yeah.
Santa's lap.
Yeah. It's a little bit rude, but not all the way rude. It's just a little cheeky. I
Right.
love that.
That's exactly
right.
it's a bit cheeky.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember, they used to do Superman, I guess, when Dan Jurgens took over the run after they rebooted it. They do like a yearly thing where Superman would answer like letters to Santa Claus or something or another. It was like letters from the mailbag or something. Because they did it as sort of a reoccurring thing for a couple of years. And those were always kind of fun to read and look at. But I couldn't tell you what numbers they were, but I just remember reading a couple of those over the years. So I think they did one of them during the Funeral for a Friend run too. So
Yeah.
They're probably on the app. I'll have a look because I've got the
yeah,
DT app as well.
probably. Metropolis Mailbag. Thank you, Cliff. I appreciate you taking care of my faulty memory here. So
Bruce and DC has Christmas down pat from
Yeah.
Anachronic Comics. Son of a Bruce, Chris joined us. He will be coming up in the new year on the 1011.
Oh,
Chris
that'll be
Retro
good.
Rocket Comics.
Yeah. He's awesome. He sent me an amazing AOK a few months back. It was wonderful.
He sent a bunch out to everyone. He's a really good guy. Plus, I mean, you should see in all the books he gives Chris the comic vet the giveaway.
Yeah. But at least they're in the same country.
Yeah.
I'm a very, very far
You
away.
don't go
from
far to send the moose.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's my first stop when I go over to Canada, whenever I get over there.
Canadian. Yeah.
Yeah.
North of the wall
With
with the White Walkers.
Him and Chris.
But,
And Mark
well,
Andrews there, the Night King. He's
We're
up
going
in
to
the
go around the
north.
horn here, and we're going to see what everyone's got going on. So, Steve, we'll start with you, bud. What's going on with you? What's
I
coming
got
up?
a video dropping tomorrow. It'll be an AOK with Squirrel Madness Comics because we haven't seen him in a while. It's an older one.
Nice.
And then I've got a bunch of the G.I. Joe stuff videos that I've been shooting, going through the collection of my G.I. Joes, all 155 issues. And I've been throwing up a bunch of Mad cards on shorts there since I'm learning how to do shorts. So I got 110 cards to go through, plus 750 D&D cards that I've got. So I got shorts for years now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jim, what's coming up with you?
I am also doing some shorts of some books that I just recently got that I'm going to put up. But right now it's just me trying to figure out what books I'm going to give Brother John for Christmas, because that's what
you're going to give him some of his books you took back in the day.
No, I already did all that. This is like, like new stuff that I bought that I'm like, what am I going to do with this? I've already read it, and he hasn't got it, so. Like, did you ever read? It's still ongoing, but did you ever see New Bern?
Oh,
so, like,
man.
New Bern is still going on, but I've read the first arc, and then this Mr. Miracle he never got to read, so I'm gonna, put that all up.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah. So, but I don't really, I'm getting ready to go down there. Maybe him and I will do a video together, or we'll do a live together if I can convince him. We'll see. And then I'm definitely going out digging again at some point.
And Mr. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jim.
No, that's it. That's all I got.
What's coming up for you, bud? Anything? You're on Joe's channel soon, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to be on Anachromic Comics at the end of the month. We're going to be doing roundtable thing on treasury books. So everyone likes to show off their giant-sized man things are going to feel really bad when they start seeing what we pull out, but that's okay. We hope they'll survive. And at some point, we're going to be doing. We've got a university. Joe's university is going to be back in school.
Yep.
So I believe Trev's going to be with us.
And we got Phil next.
That's right. Sorry, Phil. Yes. So that's going to be. We're going to be on for that too. So looking forward to that, and maybe over the holiday, I'll have a chance to drop something of my own if I find some time. So
if DVH goes on that thing, then he'd be a double doctor.
That's right.
Doctorette.
Doctor.
All right, DVH, what's coming up for you, buddy?
So bad.
Yeah.
We're here all the time.
Tip your waitress on the way out.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I unboxed a bunch of stuff yesterday, which I haven't edited up yet, but there'll be a video out tomorrow. Probably it'll be me unboxing my comic book community award, which I'm very thankful to have been in the running for, let alone winning. So that'll be up tomorrow. Then we'll probably have another video on Monday, but in the middle of that, I'll probably be on the live over on Triple G's channel Saturday evening, which is 9:00 for us. It's just after Only Slabs for you guys.
Right.
And then after that, I'll be on Comiverse probably with Tony. And then rinse repeat, really. That's pretty much the gist of it.
Nice. Coming up for me next, we're taking the day after Christmas off because we're like that. And then next Thursday, we have Frog Brawler making his first appearance on the 1011.
Sweet.
So if you guys aren't following Frog Brawler, follow him on IG. You'll get a good sense of the books he has and who he is. Thank you so much, Gore. One of the best in our community right there. But Frog Brawler will be up. And then the first week of the new year, we are, of course, taking that Tuesday off. And we'll be bringing in the new year on the 4th with Biggie Shaq's return.
Ooh.
So we'll have a lot of fun. Now, I just need to make an episode where DVH is in his wrestling gear and Biggie's in his wrestling gear because they're both massive wrestling fans.
Cage match.
Right? Just have them do the pose against each other.
Go on. And then, hey, you got to have the faces, right? Let's see your mean face.
Right.
Mano. I couldn't go up against Biggie. He's a monster of a man. I'd be jobbing to him very quickly. That's wrestle speak.
Could do the footloose thing. You could do a dance off.
You need a gimmick. You just got to do something cheap to him. Do the Roddy Piper, gouge his eyes.
In the eyes.
Right?
Yeah.
Bring in a chair.
But DVH, man, thank you so much. Fun show as always, buddy. Really unique with the wife in the presence. I love that. What a great
That was
touch.
cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And shout out to Mrs. Von Hoot for making it a special episode.
Absolutely.
And,
She'll definitely be watching it because she was like, well, I'm going to bed now, but I do want to see your reaction when you open the presents. So she'll definitely be watching the rewind.
Nice. Good.
That's great.
Steve, Chuck, Jim, thank you guys so much for co-hosting. I appreciate you guys. And we had a great audience tonight. Thank you all for joining us and going on a fun little trip with DVH. It's fun to get these people on that have a different time state than us, and it's tough. Yeah, time zone. It's tough to corral it sometimes.
Yeah.
That's why usually I do those shows on Saturdays.
Yeah.
When I have someone from a different time zone in, but it's always a blast, and hopefully I can get DVH on to do some more co-hosting. We got him on a few times in the past, but always great to have you on the show, man. I think the last time we had you on, it was you, me, and Ignacio, and we had a great time.
Oh yeah.
And that book he recommended us was so good.
That book is amazing, and I'd really, more people need to read that because it's pretty special. If you like black and white art, that's
the panel setups and the way the story's told, just amazing.
Yeah.
But
guys, I did the show with CJ as well and Panda.
Yes, you did.
One. But yeah, I'd love to be back. Thank you very much for having me. As always, it is a load of fun. You guys are ace, and this is just a good laugh. Like, why not?
Right. And well, thanks for staying up. I hope we were able to while away some of your sleepless hours for you.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be up for ages.
Oh, yeah.
I probably won't go to bed till 5.
Well, you got a bunch of Christmas books to read now.
Exactly.
Why not? There you go.
Yeah. All right.
And guys, thank you so much. And until next time, keep it casual.
Merry Christmas.